let's move on to our next keynote. This keynote is about shaping the future through collaborative partnerships. And we're very happy to have him here because we have the COO at Schaeffler. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to put the clappers once again up because help me receive Andreas Schick. Where's Andreas? There we go.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much for the nice introduction. Thank you so much for being here. Before, when the question was asked, who is here for the first time, I raised my hand and I said I'm here for the first time, so it's a pleasure to be here. Shahid is not listening now, but I wanted to tell him a story. I had never the opportunity to speak after a mayor. The mayor just left, so that's as well a pity. But I wanted to speak, Shahid, as you're looking for new locations, right? I'm listening to you, you said, okay, where is my next locations? So I wanted to ask you, I have visited your headquarter, you have not visited our headquarter. The question is, where is our headquarter? Who knows that? Not for the Schaeffler guys? Okay, some people know. So it's a small town. It's a small town close to Nürnberg. It's called Herzogenaurach. There we have a very smart mayor as well. He's a doctor in physics. But what's the interesting thing in this town? Why do I propose you that town is interesting? Because there's good startups. It's not only Schaeffler as a good startup 80 years ago, but there's other two startups that you probably don't know that had great innovations. This is Adidas and Puma. So, and they invented the soccer, as we are getting to the Euro in a couple of days. And so they invented the soccer shoes with a special grip there. And so that's the innovation of Herzogenaurach. So great innovations there. Again, look it up where it is. Herzogenaurach, small town, 20,000 people, but maybe a next location for plug and play. Come to see us, please. And let me start with my presentation, and then I show you guys what is the innovation that our founder, Mr. Georg Schaeffler, did, and why this and how this company is built on a very small but breakthrough innovation. It's not this hand cart or Leiterwagen. So you as well see that we were on track to become an automotive company. Markus Schäfer already left, but we took another path. So we did not stay on that track. We decided to become a supplier for the automotive industry. So the breakthrough innovation that you can see here is the so-called cage-guided needle bearing. So bearings were existing 80 years ago already, a lot of them, and you would have thought that all the innovations are there, but there was no cage-guided needle bearings. So many needle bearings were there, but no cage-guided needle bearings were there. So that's the innovation that was done in 1950. The patent is still there, and that's basically started our journey based on this one innovation. It's really all about products, it's about innovation. And at Schaeffler, you may ask yourself, so this guy is the COO, so we are here in an innovation group, so there should be the R&D people, the research people, so why am I here? So because at Schaeffler we are product and manufacturing, so it's about manufacturability. We are vertically integrated, and many innovations come through the manufacturability. So can we do it? And it's really this closed loop that we do. How is a smart design an additional value, and how can you produce it? And vice versa. How can we make things smarter than others? How can we industrialize? So I try to do this at Schaeffler. I hope that I'm innovative. Maybe you can judge me later. Where do we stand now at Schaeffler? Who are we today? So we are beyond bearings. We are beyond cage-guided needle bearings. We call ourselves today the motion technology company. So a technology company, we really speak about technology innovation. One of our 4 values is innovation. That is what our owner, Mr. Schaeffler, as well, is challenging us every day. And so are we innovative enough? So technology and motion, everything that we do is around motion. Is it stationary systems or mobility systems? So a lot of vehicle solutions we provide, and we have structured ourselves, our product, into this six product groups. No worries, I will not guide you through all of this. Just want to give you some highlights. So we start from guiding motion, energizing motion, sustain motion, everything around motion. So now let me show you one first innovation that I wanted to share with you. And this is We are on the way. You spoke a little bit about the big disruptions, what's happening. So obviously the path to a sustainable world and to path to sustainable mobility that we heard as well from Markus Schaeffler. So what is it about? We need to transform the mobility to electric driving. So the engine will be an electric engine. So you see here a solution, not a radial e-motor, but an axial flux machine for an electric vehicle. By chance, it would be a Daimler vehicle. And where you see that the difference is here, it's an axial system. Why is it so exciting? Because it's much smaller space. You see it's about 100 millimeter only in length, in axial length. It has a 300 millimeter diameter, and it generates in this small space, it generates a power of 250 kilowatt. Now, so 300 millimeter, this thick, 250 kilowatt hour. What's the challenge now? So you can integrate this into a e-axle, 2 machines, and 2 times 250 kilowatts are really enough for an electric vehicle. Very high power density, 50 kilowatt per 1 kilogram weight. So you see that mechanical integration that we do there. What is the challenge? And I show you obviously one manufacturing innovation that we apply here. So due to the bigger diameter, high speeds, high forces, obviously high centrifugal forces. So about at maximum speed, about 700 tons of centrifugal forces on this system. So 700 tons of centrifugal forces on this small system. How do we hold this? So what we have done, we use carbon fiber, and we have developed a very specific winding mechanism that you see a very short video here that have a self-fixing design. So it's obviously carbon fiber, many of us supply. Winding is a technology that many of us supply, but it's how do you do it in a way that it is self-fixing and guarantees that these high forces or the high loads are kept in place. I want to show you a different example on the path to sustainability. So one future energy carrier is hydrogen. And again, I would not argue how much fuel cells we will see in vehicles. I don't know if there's any startups there that are promoting solutions for fuel cells. But we at Schaeffler, we have, again, we came up and we have, meanwhile, we are in mass production for the so-called bipolar plates. What are the bipolar plates? Are the core elements, or some of the core elements of fuel cells, the active elements. They're super thin, so they're made out of 0.1 millimeter steel, and they are formed. So you see on this picture, the flow fields. So where basically the hydrogen flows in and then is transferred into electric energy. What is so difficult there? So the super thin materials needs to be kept at a 5 micron position tolerance, so extremely tight tolerances. And we, again, what we do with very smart manufacturing technologies, we can do this in a super efficient way, making these tools bringing it to industrial solutions. And you can see here an example. I would not tell you if this is the real stroke per minute that this system is working, obviously. Now, let's go a little bit towards partnerships. Now, that's what it's all about, finding the right partners. There's so much change in innovation, so great technology disruptions. We want and have already found good partners. And I start here on purpose with another little bit older or small, meanwhile bigger startup that is Siemens now, and we have partnered with them and have recently developed, and this goes in the direction of AI, so co-piloting, everything that you can do now automatically. That's what we have developed with them, the so-called industrial co-pilot. What is it? It's basically, as we develop with Schaeffler, we build machines for all our industrial solutions. We need to program these machines. We need to do all the coding, the PLC programming for these machines. So in the past, we do this, obviously coding on the machine languages. Now, as the systems, the machines learn to understand our language, so the human language, this obviously turns upside down. Now we can just super easy inform the flow, the material flow, the process flow, the flow of the machine, and the program is generated more or less automatically. It's on purpose a co-pilot, it's not fully autonomous. We have a big group of people doing this PLC programming, coding, and now this can be done. And I show you there again a simple video. So again, the input is how to generate the code. The input is human language, is just flow forms that the machine will do. And the system then automatically generates the code within a super short time, and then obviously you can do the automation, and again we focus, now the people can focus on the really innovative smart solution. So one example for partnering, and now I come over to one of the partners that are here, ICA. They will show a presentation as well on stage in a minute, so I will not speak too much about this, but this goes in the direction of smart cobotic solutions. Now again, we are going through all this industrial changes now from combustion engine to electric mobility, due uncertainties to smaller lot sizes. So we need to have a much more flexible environment, and therefore we need flexible, smart, intelligent cobotic solutions. Again, together with ICA, and the details they will show you, reinforcement learning, very simple solution, very efficient solution. What is the challenge here? So we have to assemble things that are not in a precise position. So you have here 3 planetary gears that have separate or not defined positions, and you need to bring it into the bigger gear. How can you do this? You can do it in the past on super complex automation to position every gear and then fix it in, or you can do it in this way, as you have seen it, very smart. The system learns. The system has feedback and sees as your hand would do, just assembling it in a proper way, learning every time that the system is assembling it, learns how to make it smarter and better. And it's a perfect, again, solution between human-machine collaboration. More to see afterwards. ICA, I guess, a great, we're very thankful for their partnership here. Let me end with that slide here. Now, so we are in change. We are in super exciting times. Now, so I'm personally really excited about all this technological disruption. Again, you were speaking about this, the AI cycle. I could experience a year ago speaking to Microsoft, to Google, to others, how their business model is really turning upside down, development of GPT 3.5, GPT 4.0. So there's so many things now that are happening and that we need to bring into our industrial solutions. And I believe now that generative AI solutions, together with these cobotic solutions, will bring us then closer to humanoid solutions, which from my perspective, Shahid, is the next big industrial revolution. We just spoke about humanoids, so let's see in a year from now what this means. What I want to show you here as well, Schaeffler is in change. We have, I told you where we are today, what we are currently, and maybe you have read this, integrating Vitesco. So there are some Vitesco colleagues already here. This is going super well. We are growing together, becoming a stronger team. We add to our mechanical expertise, we add all their electronics expertise, their power electronics expertise, their software expertise. And again, we become a stronger motion technology company. But again, to succeed in this exciting market, to go in this next industrial revolution with the humanoids, we need you. We need partners, and I really look forward to the next presentations. I already met 2 new partners today, then hopefully we'll meet more of you then in the rest of the day. Thank you very much.